Previously on Follow the Leader.
So one of the cool things about Karma is it comes with different playsets, kind of like how some other games like Follow do. But Karma gives you a kind of toolkit to create your own playset, and we actually did this because we wanted to play as lady demon hunters in a pseudo-Victorian era. So the description that we have for our playset is something stalks the streets. There are whispers of demons hunting poor, unfortunate souls. Anyone might fall prey to them, rich or poor, young or old alike. It's our job to stop them.
How are demons coming into our world? And I think that this is actually a good question for me to answer, So I think the way that they come into our world, your world, is is that I think that like there are cracks in reality, and I think that those cracks are opened by human intention, but like not necessarily conscious human intention. And so, like, demons can slip in through those cracks in sort of the walls between realities.
So number 5, when this is taken care of, do you plan to move on? I was dying when I started down this path, and I imagine that she will leave me much in the same state as when she found me. I don't know, you have to ask Dawn about that.
Do I plan to move on? I plan to do what I always do when this business is over. Time don't work for me like that.
Do I plan to move on? As long as part of this city still stands, I'll be here.
Lestrom says, definitely. It took a lot to convince Maz to let me do this at all. I need to get back to her.
Louisa says, I will go where I'm needed. If that means moving on, I'll do it. If there's more to be done here, I'll stay. The important part is preventing what happened to my friend from happening to others.
Well, here's some information that I found, and what do you think? In your professional opinion, as a demon, what do you think?
Dawn is like sitting in, she has commandeered like one of Lupe's like whatever chair is like at her desk, and like has her feet up on the desk and is like tipping back in the chair.
Oh, obviously. Please.
Obviously. Yeah. And she's just like, I don't have a professional opinion. Professional opinions we don't all operate the same way. That's kind of part of the deal. Like, I don't know do you think if I knew how this worked, that fucker would still be alive? That's why I'm here.
He was still alive because he was just stronger than you were, and you didn't have the ability to go up against him on your own.
Well, you don't have to say it like that, but yeah.
What if it's just like, yes, that's very good. However, the body is not here, so what's step 2?
Look at the smoke outline of the body.
Yes, I mean, there's not always a smoke outline, but yeah, we should do that.
Yeah, there's a hierarchy looking down of, like, looking at where the person was when they died. Maybe.
Yes. Although we know who the killer was, and we're not actually looking for the killer because it was our good friend Lupe.
Well, yeah, we're looking for signs of possession and interference by the Infernal.
We now return to your game already in progress.
I think that it's time to go some demon hunting.
Fuck yeah.
Or at least demon investigating. Does the gang want to be all here?
Sure.
Yeah. Let's go for it.
Let's go for it. So it's going to be a nice foggy night because atmosphere. Of course, it is very bright and sunny outside, so it's very the opposite of what it is in-game. And so, everyone, gang's all here. We're gonna go I'm not going to say prowling the streets because we kind of have a location, put together some of the clues, just kind of like poking around now and following up on the leads of various locations. And it's a little too heavy-handed to say that if you put all of the locations of the attack on a map, they start making some kind of pattern, because I don't like that. But
also, Annabelle has a crime map.
Yeah, Annabelle's like, look at my crime map, and Lupe goes, that's sweet, honey. No, put that away.
It's on a wall. I can't put it away.
You can put it away by taking it down.
No! I like my crime map.
And so, yeah, we're all out about in the street, just kind of, there's probably like some distant sounds that is either, you know, some kind of wild animal making noises, or something else happening. And so we're just kind of like slowly making our way towards those bad noises.
Since we're all in this scene, I think anyone can introduce a complication.
Yeah.
Cool. And I think Dawn is using he, him in this scene.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So we're all just like walking towards this noise.
Yes.
We're just going for it.
Just let me go first. I got this.
Sure. Go ahead.
I mean, somebody else can go first if they want, but...
No, you're so eager.
What?
What?
Okay. Fine, sure. And Lustrum, like, I don't know, picks up, like, I don't know, I think it looks like one of those, like, weird little, like, mini strainer things.
Wait, what?
like
I don't know, like, she's carrying around, like, it looks like a strainer, I don't know.
Oh, it's a weird demon hunting gadget or something. And
yes,
but it looks like a strainer. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, totally.
I'm totally with this fiction. Let's go.
It's an etheric net.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Sure.
Exactly.
Lupe just kind of looks at it and goes like, what the fuck?
So yeah, I mean, we walk towards it and like, maybe the I feel like a good complication is that it's just like an animal.
It's a raccoon.
Oh.
But I don't know if that's positive or negative. I guess that's negative, right?
Yeah, because it's...
Depending on whether or not, or the way we roll, it could be a demonic raccoon.
It could be a what?
What did you say?
A demonic raccoon. I mean, raccoons are all demonic, but like...
Yes.
How dare you?
I mean, it's true.
No, they're huge motherfuckers!
They're weird. So I want this to go well, because I want demon. I'm gonna take a positive die for this one. And, so, like, as they're getting closer, and Lupe just, you know, loads around into the chamber and has her gun up. And... yes! Got a 9. Just barely. Maybe not a demonic raccoon. Maybe, like, an actual demon thing.
That's fine. I'm not mad.
A demonic raccoon is still an actual demon.
I know, but...
That's in character.
And, so, like, they round the corner, and you just see some kind of gross, hunched-over figure. Maybe part raccoon, who knows, is kind of, like, going through the trash or something like that. Looks up as, they round the corner, and, you know, Lustrum's got her ethereal net. Lupe just, like, gets a shot off and, hits it in the hip, and it just kind of, like, makes this really weird, gross, like... noise, and it starts like scurrying back down the alley that they're going towards, and she's like, you know, putting another bullet in the chamber, ready to go.
Go. We gotta flank it. Annabelle, come with me. We'll go down this alley.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, so they like run down an alley to try to like head it off.
Let's see. What does Dawn do? I think Dawn is also gonna take off running, and like is pushing herself to like use some of her like lingering power and like actually catch it and like pin it down to the ground before anyone else can get there. And I think he like I kind of want him to do like a fucking like demony, yeah, he's gonna like fucking absorb the essence of this demon before anyone can get information out of it, because he sucks, if that's okay.
I mean, Lupe is like there watching him do this and is just like has the gun trained on both of them and is just waiting to see which one.
Right, I kind of like Dawn being like looking to Lupe and just being like, ask whatever questions you want to ask before I eat this fucker.
She just kind of like gives a little snort and says like, whatever questions I'm asking, you're asking too. We're hunting the same guy.
Okay, but I don't know what the questions are, Han. So, like...
I mean...
Like, is this person...
I mean,
we're asking, like, are you working for the big boy or whatever, or, like...
you can also be like, you can be like, well, okay, what's his name? Like, give me a clue.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Were you asking that? Did you...
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she can, like, get closer then, and, it, like, has the... like the gun like pointed like right down at him, and it just says, "We need a name. Does someone want to play the demon?"
Name's hard. We can like abstract it, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, you asked like, what is the name of your dad, right? Like,
Your dad.
What's the name of the big boy?
What's your dad's name?
What is your dad's name? I want to know.
Tell me your dad's name, please.
Stop stalling. Okay. I think the demon just is like, I mean, the demon isn't just gonna give it up, right?
No.
I've got a question. Is this still all the same scene?
So I mean, like,
Yeah.
Louisa's. I don't know where Louisa is.
Okay.
If she's even there. I don't know if she wants to be there.
I think Louisa would have followed Annabelle and Lustrum.
Okay.
So
I think the demon's like, I won't tell you.
I won't do it.
I won't do it. I won't give up my dad.
Papa, no.
Tell me the name of your dad, please.
So Lupe just says, "Well, then you can bring him a message for us," and just kind of like nods down at Dawn and goes, "Go ahead."
No. I'll talk.
Good choice. Talk.
It starts with an E.
do you mind if I make a suggestion?
Go ahead.
Please.
Sure.
Do we want to flow into Dawn's scene and have the interrogation be Dawn's scene? Because I have a complication.
Like, I want complications, but we already had a complication.
Yeah, let's do it.
So yes, please.
Let's just make this my scene.
Yeah, because the complication I had is if it's negative, the demon's lying. And you can, if it's negative, the demon's lying, and if it's positive, then the demon is telling the truth.
Okay. I'm gonna roll, and I'm just gonna keep it at 2d6. Like, I don't feel super strongly either way.
Yeah.
That's 2. That's the lowest you can possibly get.
Damn.
2d6.
Unless you had another Dyson and had -1.
Right.
-2 and you get a 0.
Yep. Yeah, so...
It's Ezekiel.
Oh my god.
Ebenezer Scrooge.
Ezekiel.
God. It's fucking Ezekiel.
Uh-huh.
Horrible.
And Dawn just, like, still has his, like, arm across this demon's throat, and is just like, if you're lying to me, I am going to make you hurt so badly.
Are you saying that in a way that you're gonna let him go?
That's Dawn's lying.
Everyone here is lying.
Lupe's not. She's like, "I'll shoot you."
Yeah, no, Dawn's lying, but...
Yeah. Yeah, Lupe doesn't say anything and just kind of, like, is just watching and waiting.
No, I'm telling the truth, I swear.
Well, thank you for cooperating. And then he eats this dude.
Oh.
Yeah. And I think, like, it's not that this demon is going to die. It's that, like, basically all of the contracts that this demon has are now Dawn's contracts.
That demon done got et. It's fine.
I want to be clear, too, that Dawn ate the contracts, didn't have to eat the demon.
Didn't have to.
He didn't have to.
No.
It was tasty, though.
Sure was a tasty fucker.
The raccoons are always the tastiest.
Trash pandas.
I don't know what to do for my scene. I wish I could can I just do the thing that you do in Fiasco where it's just like I'll let someone else establish this?
Yeah.
Sure.
With that.
Because I really don't know how to follow that up.
I mean, do you want it to be a continuation of the previous scene where you guys catch up and see the result of this, or do you want it to be like another day?
Continuation would be cool. We could just have everyone catch up.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there was something in those contracts that's evidence now.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone catches up at the end of the alley, and Lustrum sadly, plays with her ethereal net. Just, chunking it open and closed.
Mm-hmm.
Chunking it? Is that the technical word for it now?
I was just like, is it
Uh-huh.
kind of like it's a very physical thing, and it goes ka-chunk, ka-chunk, and I was like, what does this look like anymore? It's a very weird thing in my head now. I don't know what.
It's like two strainers taped together.
Okay.
God. Alright, great. Perfect.
Lupe is just
Sure.
like, what the fuck? What the actual fuck? Is this the kind of demon hunters that the city had before I came here?
Okay, so we come in,
Mm-hmm.
and we're like,
And I'm like, chunk chunk.
Let me sort through these for a second, see if I can figure out. It's always a weird transition when I get their contracts. So let me just.
It's weird that you have to, eat people for that.
Oh, I don't have to eat them.
But you did?
Yeah?
I mean, what else were we gonna do with him?
I guess he is a demon, but you can't eat people, okay?
Why?
that is a good
Because-
point. Why?
It's not a person. Pointed glare
Yeah,
at Dawn.
That's
Well,
what
now
I'm
that's
oh,
uncalled for.
Well, alright, okay. You can eat people for justice reasons, but not for no reason, okay?
It's a very fine, thin line that you can't quite define.
I don't think you can tell him what to do.
I'm not telling him what to... I'm just saying, we hunt down demons because they eat people for no reason. We're not just gonna not hunt down this one because he's...
I always have a reason to eat people.
This is a very strange conversation.
Okay, let me just... And I think, he closes his eyes, and, to be clear, his, face and hands are, pretty gruesome at this point. But he, closes his eyes, and he's just there's not... Oh, this guy had a lot of weirdo contracts. People in the city are into weird shit. You know that?
I had noticed, yeah.
Unfortunately.
Oh, I don't even want to collect on this. Does anyone have out of character, does anyone have an idea for, some clue that might come out of these contracts?
A location, perhaps? One building that keeps getting mentioned in each of the contracts.
Okay. Maybe this is where it forms a map that, conveniently in the middle. Dora, what's the complication?
My idea is that this guy had an accomplice, or accomplice, that's how you pronounce it.
And a compass.
An accomplice. Positive, we figure this out before they get the drop on us. Negative, we don't.
Okay.
Alright, I'm rolling. I'm gonna roll straight. I rolled a 7!
Nice.
And I think Annabelle, looks up and goes, we're not alone anymore.
Oh, that's nice. We are friends.
No, I
Oh
mean
my
literally.
God.
I mean, literally. Does Annabelle have a sword? I think Annabelle might have a sword. I think Annabelle might be a sword lesbian.
Does Annabelle want a sword?
I think Annabelle might be a sword lesbian, yeah.
Please take one.
Oh shit.
Was that in character?
Yeah.
Lupe just like lifts her gun and now has it pinned on the other interloper.
Ka-chunk, ka-chunk.
God fucking bless. I
Here,
love
hold
my
up.
wife!
I'm gonna go to random fantasy name generators and generate some demon names real quick. 1 second.
Okay. That's
Good.
fine.
Give me a moment.
I want to throw a mini Molotov cocktail.
I'm just like really caught up on
I want you to roll for
Look.
that. I'm kidding.
on just standing there menacingly ka-chunking, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. Like, I'm gonna get
these
you.
are all bad. These are all bad names.
Yeah.
And I think like Dawn looks up at this person, this demon, and it's just like, Salathiel, what the fuck are you doing here?
The fuck do you think I'm doing here?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, that's why I asked.
Oh god. Oh, fantasy Jesus.
Good. Perfect.
Listen, I already ate Vicaniel. He's gone. Don't even worry about it.
Guess that means I only have to worry about my own skin.
Uh-huh.
Lupe takes the shot.
Nice.
Gets him in the shoulder.
Do you want to, do we want to transition to the next scene? Somehow?
Whose scene is next?
Lustrum's.
Okay.
I think it's up
Yeah.
to Alix, but
I mean, that's fine with me.
Let Lustrum
We can just
ka-chunk,
do-
ka-chunk.
we can just do a whole round that's just this long, drawn-out battle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
I think, I want Lustrum to ka-chunk.
Ka-chunk!
Let her ka-chunk.
Like, the demon gets shot and then Lustrum actually, like, catches the demon in the net thing and it does actually, like, work.
Is this basically like a Ghostbusters, like...
A little bit. But again, it looks like two strainers that got taped together.
The complication is, does it work?
Yeah, that's definitely the complication.
Okay.
Unless you want it to work in just something
And then
else.
we'll like we'll complicate something else, which we can, because I have taken 2 free shots, so you are allowed a free ka-chunk.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't think it's that interesting if, like, it gets away. Or maybe it is. Maybe it's, like, it either gets a... You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that depends on what we want our end game to be, in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think this demon should lead us to the big boy.
Mm.
Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially if we just want to if we want to keep it at 3 middle scenes, then we can just do the next arc of scenes as going after the big boy. So that would be fair.
Yeah, so, like...
Yeah.
Like, either negative, like, the demon gets away, I guess, and, like, we have to, like, follow it and then they know we're coming, or, I get to keep it in the...
I like that, yeah. It's like they have the heads up.
Depends on if your fantasy duct tape holds together.
Yes. Okay, I'll roll the fantasy duct tape.
Roll for fantasy duct tape.
I guess I want to... I want this to work really bad, so I can add a die to this, right?
Yes.
Yep, so you'd roll 3d6.
3d6? Okay. Oh, damn, I needed it. Wait, what does that mean about my numbers or whatever?
That means that, I slid you toward,
Okay.
I slid you toward the negative end of the karma pool.
Okay. Cool. So I think, like, Lupe gets the shot off and, like, that briefly distracts the demon, so then Lustrum, like, pulls this thing open, like, maybe it has, like a weird little, like, crank thing and, like, opens it, and then says some, like, syllables, and then, like, it starts glowing and shaking, and, like, the demon just gets, like, whoop, sucked inside, and it's, like, the same, but, like, smaller, so that it can fit in this, like, tiny contraption.
So good.
Okay, if it doesn't do the thing in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory when Mike TV gets drunk and he has a tiny little voice, then I quit.
Mhm.
I quit.
Correct.
Well, alright, then the demon has a tiny little voice.
Tiny little demon, tiny little voice.
And Lustrum looks like so proud of herself.
Holy shit, that was awesome!
Hell yeah, it was.
I'm never talking! You can't make me talk!
I also immediately forgot what the name was that I gave this character.
It was like,
Salathiel?
Yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
that
Yeah.
was right.
Alright, which brings us to whose turn?
That would be mine.
All right.
Is that the end of Lestrum's turn?
Sure. I mean, it can be. I think that the next scene should just be like us, having gotten this thing to talk and tracking it down.
Just smash cut to from the demon being like, "You'll never get me to talk." To okay, so after getting the demon to talk, just
I was thinking the same thing, sort of just like
good.
After I just shook the strainer a bunch.
I'm so glad.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. So like, maybe we've split up into groups, so that way we don't have to have like one long continuous scene. We can maybe like jump between like closing a pincer attack on them. So like Louisa is with Annabelle, and maybe that leaves Lustrum with Dawn and Lupe.
Yeah.
Does that? I'm just trying to shake it up so that way we jump between between parties.
Mm-hmm.
So so Louisa is with Annabelle, and they've got a bunch of grenades and stuff, like little mini Molotov cocktails.
Yeah.
Maybe
is Annabelle rubbing her sword in like salt?
Ooh, what if there's some sort of like Dora doesn't know? So maybe like there's some substance that Annabelle and Louisa have cooked up that's like all scientific and stuff, but
you know how you can rosin your bow?
Yeah.
It's like that, but with a sword, and it's not rosin.
Yes.
So nothing like that.
It's something that like burns demons on contact or something like that.
Yeah.
So, or no, it's even better. It's something that Louisa has like some little bits of flash paper, and so you touch the flash paper to the blade, and it sets the blade on fire.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Blades.
Fire sword. Fire sword.
Yes. So fire sword. And so they're all geared up, and Louisa's like, "All right, now's the time. Now we've just got to get to the right place. We've got to make sure that we meet them in the center." And oh gosh, I'm
nervous.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I'm oh boy, we're sure going to do this, aren't we?
We're sure in it now. Yeah,
because remember, her vice is cowardly.
Yeah.
So so how often have you launched side assaults on demon lords called Big Boy?
Well, I'm not gonna lie. This is my first time.
Oh, okay. We'll
It'll be fine.
We'll figure it out.
It'll be fine. I promise that it will be fine.
Narrator voice, it was not fine.
Shut up.
Well, does narrator voice have a complication?
The complication is you get waylaid. The thing is that if it goes bad or goes, if you want to fight more demons on your way there.
So if it goes bad, we fight more demons. Wow, okay, Han in the chat said, do you get waylaid or do you get waylaid?
Gotta say, as options for a complication, could be worse.
Which one's which?
Are they succubi?
Did you call them fuckybi?
I said succubi, but I mean fuckybi is exactly the same thing at this point.
There's nothing to say that there aren't succubi in this universe.
Oh my goodness.
No, there really isn't.
But also, we don't have to.
Also mood.
Okay, so seriously, we either have to fight more demons or we don't?
Yes.
On our way there?
Yeah.
Okay.
They may or may not be fuck demons.
That's up for your imagination.
That's not correct. I'm just gonna roll 2d6 on this one. Okay,
damn.
we do not get waylaid or waylaid.
Damn.
I think maybe we catch whiff, like maybe there's just like the hint of brimstone that causes us to not go down a particular path, and We arrive at the set time that we're supposed to arrive, at the set place that we're supposed to arrive. You know, maybe a little shaken in Louise's case because, you know, this is who she is as a person. But nothing goes awry yet.
Yeah, and, like, Annabelle, like, kept an eye on her, so it's okay. Everything's fine.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. So, for the other end of the crew, Lupe, Dawn, and Lustrum are gonna head off in their direction. It's a very awkward group, but it's fine.
Doesn't have to be.
Lustrum's, like, totally third-wheeling. No big deal.
Maybe a little bit.
Lustrum's just talking about her wife.
God, I love her.
She's like, Maz is not gonna believe this when I get home. You guys should come over for dinner, but only if you eat just what's on your plate. And if we survive.
Lupe just makes a very awkward noise. It's just like, So yeah, so they're sneaking their way across town towards this building. It might be like maybe some kind of like a clubhouse sort of like deal, and it's just like Lupe's like, oh, why didn't I think of this sooner? Of course. It would be somewhere like this that the big boss would go and make his hidey hole.
Well, but there are a lot of places that are like this.
I think that's from Metal Gear.
The other big boss. I like also the idea of Lustrum going, did you mean from like Metal Gear?
That old Broadside Ballad Metal Gear.
Was that what they call it these days? Broadside ballads. Yeah, Lupe was just like, well, we could have started by maybe doing some infiltrations or raids on these places. It would have been a valid idea.
I mean, most of these places are just like, they're warehouses where people store things. You know, I feel like just attacking sort of pell-mell any place that stores things is not the best way to... But that's just my opinion.
Infiltration, then obliteration. That's what...
It's catchy.
That's not what I always say, but, you know.
You should always say that.
You do a lot of shooting for someone who is, you know...
I'm trying to think of a complication, and I can't think of one.
Maybe we need to get into the warehouse and then complicate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I think they managed to, like, at least get in. I want to have them do the thing where, like, they're up on, like, sort of a catwalk looking down over what's going on in this warehouse. Mm-hmm. And then we can go from there.
Yeah.
Does that sound?
Yeah, so, like, they, like, up the fire escape type of thing, and, just...
Oh, please, it's the turn of the century. There's no fire escapes.
They just fucking scale
There's a fire,
wall.
you stay there.
They can't let the urchins come off of the assembly line.
Christ. Alright, I guess so.
Okay, so, we just scale the fucking wall like spiders.
Nice.
There's probably like an upstairs.
There's a way to get upstairs from the inside, because it's not a way up from outside, apparently.
I'm just saying, no one escaped fires at the turn of the century.
It's true.
It's true.
I wish it wasn't, but it is true.
Yeah. Those big, thick brick buildings, and
I was gonna say, Lustrum's like, I just thought of something, which is that this thing can only fit one demon. So, I'm gonna have to let this guy out at some point.
It's fine, just drop him over the edge and see what happens. Demons land on their feet?
There's a few.
I feel like that would compromise our stealth.
That's fine. You can go back outside and let him go.
Should we just sort of sky it like I'm pouring water from a water bottle into your mouth, but it's a demon?
That sounds good to me.
I don't know that morally... Alright, hold on. Demon? Hey, demon? What was your name?
Rude. I'm Dawn. What the fuck?
No. I'm talking to the one in the strainer.
That's Salathiel.
I'm not telling you shit. You can't remember my name, then that's on you.
Are you sorry for your actions at all?
Fucking little butt screaming in the background.
Yes. He's not even trapped here. Like, the door's open. I don't know what his problem is.
He's perfect.
He's a perfect asshole.
Did you trap a cat in your little chunker also?
He's a cat demon.
He's a cat boy.
Are you sorry for your actions? Are you gonna stop demoning?
Why the fuck would I be? Let me
Alright,
out
you
of
can
here
do
and
them.
see what happens. No, wait, no. Maybe I could be sorry. Wait.
Open your mouth.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that my actions led me to this. That's an apology, right? That's how apologies work?
I think it's too late.
It's far too late.
Far too late.
Dawn is like, let me at this guy.
Let me at this tasty morsel.
Would you say that he's a snack?
He's so tiny. He's a snack. He's a small snack.
Anyway, sorry.
She's a little peckish.
Yep.
I mean, she only just
Yeah.
devoured another demon and took all those contracts.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. You eat another demon.
Neither of them are particularly, like, good at contracts, so, like, it wasn't that
No.
filling.
Is that taken care of? Can we move on now?
Does it look taken
Mhm.
care of?
I can never tell with you.
That's fair.
Well, that was unpleasant, but let's keep going.
Yeah, no, that dude tasted awful.
Could have also been the ethereal aftertaste from the net.
Oh, fair point.
What are you gonna do? Get some cheese? I don't know.
Fuck.
Okay, so we're heading in there. We're heading in there. Alright. So we're, like, up on this catwalk kind of dealio, looking down over, like, the main warehouse floor. Does anyone have ideas for, like, what we see?
What are they importing and or exporting?
Something fucked up.
Souls.
I mean, maybe.
They're demons and otherwise ne'er-do-wells. It could be some form of, like, I kind of like also the idea if they're trying to turn this infestation into a legitimate problem, that they could be, like, importing souls of the damned.
What if they're importing some sort of, if they're importing some sort of psychotropic substance that, like, helps weaken the barriers keeping the demons out?
Mm-hmm.
Like, the more people who are in this weird state, the easier it is to slip through cracks.
I like this.
That's great.
And I think like Big Boy is trying to get someone even bigger through these cracks.
Oh god,
Mhm.
bigger boy?
Bigger boy.
The biggest boy.
The daddy boy.
I hate this. I hate
Oh,
The
this.
God.
daddy crab.
So yeah, I think maybe, yeah, we can see them, like, importing demon drugs down there.
Yeah, demon drugs.
Unless Jim's just
Demon
like,
drugs.
they're not saying no to drugs.
Oh my goodness.
Is that really? Lupe is just like, I'm gonna walk a little bit ahead of you, so I don't have to hear.
What's our game plan here? Like, there's, like, I don't know that we can really fight them.
We don't need to fight all of them, we just need to fight the one of them.
We need to fight the one of them so that I can get my contract annulled, and I don't care what you do other than that.
Well, we've got to stop these drugs.
You take out the boss, you take out, at least for a time, the production.
All right. Well, I can probably get him into my net if I can get close enough.
I can shoot him from here.
Well, but that's not shooting them doesn't really help that much.
Do you want to interrogate him?
No, but
I do need to talk to him first before you kill him.
okay, yes, we want to interrogate him.
I know Dawn wants to interrogate him.
Dawn is a member of the team. Dawn has been pretty helpful.
Thank you, Lustrum.
Not that helpful, but
Yes.
And Lupe, do I need to remind you what you owe me?
I know what I owe you. That's why I don't plan on dying today.
Then you owe me this.
I can take out one of his legs from here. Can you get down there fast enough before anyone else steps in?
Of course I can.
Maybe you could go down there as a demon, right?
Oh, but they know me. He knows me. That's kind of the problem.
Do you think you could make me up like a demon?
They can smell it on you.
Okay, so just, like, hug me.
Oh, God.
I mean, that could work.
I don't know if it will. I mean, you can hug her all you want. I'm not stopping you.
I mean, maybe that's the complication.
Well, that has nothing to do with, me.
I do really love that complication, though. It's very good.
I also want to put on your jacket.
Wow.
Well, may I suggest then that that complication happen after resolving whether or not that worked happen in somebody else's scene?
Yeah, because my
Yeah.
scene is next, right? So
Yeah, your scene's next.
we could make that the complication in mine.
Whose scene is it now?
It's Nubs,
It's
yeah.
mine.
Okay.
So we should come up with a complication for this one just to, like, keep it moving since we have about 50 minutes.
Resolve it, yeah.
I mean, the obvious one is if you line up a shot, whether or not you can take it.
Yeah, I was going to, if the two of them wanted to, do their little plan, Lupe was going to move further down the catwalk to be, like, away from them and have, like, a better angle. But I don't know if, like, the plan was that Lustrum wants to disguise herself as a demon and go distract them, so that would have to wait as far as a complication goes, as taking the shot.
Well, I mean, like, you could always, like, roll it now and then have it come in later.
Or, I mean, the other way is, like, Lupe making the decision to, like, do what she thinks she needs to do without their input, which feels like a her move.
A little, mostly because I think she respects, like, Dawn's authority within this situation. The idea of, like, having it come into play later as a complication is kind of interesting. So we could do that. I don't think there's anything in the rules that says we can't, but if there is, who cares? We'll do that anyway. So mostly also because I'm gonna take another positive die. We'll go see what happens. Oh my god.
Oh no.
It doesn't.
Oh,
It's not gonna go well.
Oh dear.
I got a 2, a 3, and a 1.
Oh,
So I still got a 6.
my god.
So she's gonna go down to the other end of the catwalk and line up her shot, and then when it does happen, we'll play that out.
Okay.
All
So
right.
whose scene is it now?
It's my scene. We can do this plan.
All right. So you're hugging me and giving me your jacket.
Yep.
This is so cute.
Mm-hmm.
I think Lustrum just likes the jacket, honestly.
Wow.
Lustrum is happily married. Don't get ideas.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, it's sad that it's not someone else this is happening with,
Uh-huh.
but
Mhm.
it just happens this way sometimes.
So it goes. And I think, like, God, I don't know, like, there's probably still demon blood on Dawn's, like, hands and general person. And so, like, I think she, like, smears some of this demon blood, like, onto Lustrum's face. And, like, it's just
God.
like, at least you won't smell as much like me specifically with this one.
Yeah, this is cool. This is fun. This isn't weird at all.
Listen, you came up with this plan.
Yeah, no, it's cool and fun.
All right, so are you ready?
Yeah, hell yeah. You hold the strainer, or I guess I'll hold. Yeah, you take the ethereal net.
I don't really. Do I have to hold it? Do I have to hold it? I don't.
Won't they be suspicious if I'm holding it?
Well, yeah, but, like, I don't know if I can hold it.
It's not gonna suck you up, you big baby.
Fine, give it to me.
Okay.
Just don't ka-chunk it.
Yeah, just don't ka-chunk. You can chunk, but don't ka-chunk.
Okay. That makes
was
sense.
a weird fucking sentence.
I think.
Alright, and I guess Lustrum goes down there?
Mm-hmm. Let's roll to see what happens. So if it's a 7 or above, it does work, and if it's a 6 or below, it does not work. Right? Is the complication?
Right, yeah.
I don't know whether it'd be better if it works or not.
Is it more interesting if it works or not?
That's what I'm not sure about.
Yeah, I think either way would be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's cute and fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a negative die and try it like that. So roll 2d6 minus 1d6. Damn, I still got an 11.
Wow.
Wow.
I got 6
Holy
plus
shit.
6 minus 1.
You got the exact opposite of what I did.
Yep.
So it works really well.
It does so good. It works so good.
God, the dice are just fucking with us today.
Uh-huh. Alright, what happened? Like,
This is such a spooky game.
incredible.
I mean, I think Lustrum goes down there and, what's the strategy here?
Do you want to, save that for... Oh, wait, is your...
I think...
No, it's not my scene.
I just totally forgot who was next. You are next. That is right.
No,
wait, are you next?
Annabelle's next.
So we can do, a brief cut to that, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're coming in from the other side. I have a sword. Luisa has a couple Molotov cocktails. Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Where do you want this scene to be in the attack? Do you want it to be right before? Do you want it to be shouting at each other over, the sounds of demons, or what?
You go.
Well, no, because I was just going to say, I'm like, do you want to come in when you see Lustrum, wearing Dawn's jacket and walking with some form of confidence towards the big boy?
You know?
Ooh.
Yeah, that would be fun.
And just being like, hold on, we missed something,
Mhm.
I think, maybe.
Yeah, something's changed here.
Maybe they think Lustrum, Dawn has possessed Lustrum.
Oh my god.
Or that Dawn has, taken Lustrum's shape.
Yeah.
Right,
Mhm.
and, has betrayed them all.
And the other thing that I think is that the first thing that Annabelle is going to say is, hold on. I thought Lustrum was married. I think that's just very important to start with. Something's fishy here. Annabelle strokes an imaginary goatee.
Something's definitely wrong. This should we keep going? Do we need to maybe fall back? Do we need to regroup?
Well, just what is she doing?
She's just walking.
Is the complication there's something about it that gives
realize?
Yeah, is the complication that Lustrum's
Yeah.
doing such a good job that we don't realize that it's not
Ooh.
the complication is I know that it's my scene, so I have to roll it, but the complication is Annabelle either positive outcome, Annabelle notices something and knows and realizes that it's actually Lustrum, and the negative is that
Yeah.
she thinks that it's not.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's really good.
You know what? I'm going to give I want to give myself a positive dice for this because I feel like Annabelle knows Lustrum enough. This would be me giving myself a bonus, right? I feel like Annabelle knows Lustrum well enough that
Yeah.
she'd probably actually have a pretty
Solid idea.
she'd be able to tell, I think.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna roll a 3d6, and that puts my dice pool squarely back in the middle, which I'm happy about. And I rolled a 5.
Oh boy.
Oh god, oh no.
I thought I did poorly.
And I mean, the other thing is that, even so, I don't think that Annabelle's going to be we should follow her, because I don't think that that's necessarily in her personality, but she's something's up.
It's definitely not, automatic Molotov cocktail now.
It's just very much I can't, she is basically just I can't
tell if that's her or if that's someone pretending to be her.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't, and she's very torn because she, like, doesn't want to fuck up the plan by, like, following this person who may or may not actually be Lustrum, but also she's worried.
Mm-hmm.
And so she, like, doesn't know what to do, straight up.
Okay. Do you want to move on to Lustrum scene then?
Oh, real quick, I have a suggestion. Do we want to save the actual, like, do we get big boy or not for being determined by our outcome scenes?
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Yes.
I want to say yes.
That's right, because we're just going to wrap it up at 3. That sounds good.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that would be good.
Mm-hmm.
And so that way, like, our outcome rolls determine how well we fare in the actual battle and all
The
that.
Battle of the Big Boy.
Battle of Big Boy.
Battle of the Big Boy.
Yeah.
Daddy Boy!
I just
Oh,
noticed-
Dora, I'm so happy!
Dora changed their display name to Daddy Boy.
Good.
I'm so happy! Okay,
Okay, so it's my scene.
yeah.
So I guess I'm just, like, walking up and being like, hey, Big E. Who's gonna play?
I kind of want to play
No,
him.
the thing is that I sort of want to, but I don't have a good demon voice, like, on hand.
Well, if you can't get homemade demon voice, store-bought's fine.
Don't say that to me, because I literally will just play Meridian Prime.
Fair.
Oh boy.
I think the demon just, like, turns around and is just like, who's asking?
Oh my god.
That was the squeak.
I'm a la, and I heard what you guys were doing here. I think it's great. I want in.
Do I know you?
I don't think you do. I'm
You
I'm a
should.
minor demon. I don't know, maybe you do know me.
You should!
And I think I think Big Boy, like, looks around and is just like, so what do you want? We're busy here.
I want to help. I want to, I think, this, I love drugs and giving immortals.
I think he, like, steps closer and, like, sniffs you a little bit and is just like, are you sure I don't know you?
Like I said, I'm not 100%, but I'd like to get to know you. I think we could be friends. Seriously though, just, like, point me at, I want to help.
Complication. Please.
He can smell right through that lie, if it goes poorly.
Mm-hmm.
He can smell right through that lie.
Well, he certainly did lean down and take a big sniff.
Yeah.
And also I still have to, Lupe has to get her shot off that went wrong for my roll. So, we'll see how this goes.
Mm-hmm.
So if it goes well, he totally believes you. If it goes poorly, then
Alright. I don't, I'll just roll regular, I think.
Okay.
Because, like, I don't want more negative dice, right?
Mm.
I don't know how this game works.
Mm-hmm.
It's something I don't want, right?
Yeah, it'll give you a negative, it'll make the risk of getting a negative outcome worse.
Okay, I'll just go with regular then.
Oof.
Great.
All
so
right.
close.
Avocado, thanks. I got a 6.
Yeah, and he takes a big sniff and he's just like, a single plucked note at the crack of dawn. You think you're smart coming around here?
Oh, Jesus!
The shot goes off.
Mm-hmm.
hits him in the back of the knee because his back is to her.
Oh, Jesus!
Okay, now you're just a full
fancy
godfather.
Jesus.
You're full godfather.
Yeah, that's the point.
Just put some cotton balls in your cheeks. Oh, fuck.
Jesus Christ, that hurt.
Fucking hell.
But I think might also there's a chance that Lustrum he might stumble into you. A little heavy, heavy.
Heavy
I
boy.
wanna
Big boy.
Yeah, also, he's like 8 feet tall, at least. Maybe 9. He's a big boy.
Yeah. Tall boy.
Oh no. Tall boy's already a character.
So yeah, he gets hit in the back of the knee and starts pitching forward and going, "Oh Jesus, oh Lord save me." Just kidding, he doesn't say that.
Except I can't say that, because
Lucifer save me.
I'm probably not allowed to say that. Let's motherfucker.
Lustrum's just like, oh, shit, fuck, and just, like, runs out of the way. It, like, wants to get the strainer, but
Okay.
It's just
doesn't want to
the
reveal.
ka-chunker, the ka-chunker!
I think
The ka-chunker!
I think Dawn would like toss it down if she yelled the ka-chunker.
Alright. And I don't think she catches it, but, like, she gets it, like, you know, it lands, like, a few feet away and she manages to grab it.
We still have one more scene also.
We do.
Yeah.
It's Louisa's scene. So, smash cut.
To the other camera angle.
Where everything is going horribly wrong from Louise's perspective. And so she looks to Annabelle and she's just like, what do we do? What do we do?
Go with the plan. Go with the plan.
And in that moment, Louise's mind is completely blank. And all she can think of is like a cartoon where, like, you know, it's a gust of wind across a desert and then like a tumbleweed blowing across the way. And that's the plan in her mind right now. And so what she does is she reaches for a fucking Molotov cocktail because she's got to make something other than her lab go boom this entire time.
Yeah, valid.
Yeah, valid. Is your complication going to be the cocktail? I don't want to catch Lustrum, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, you can also just miss completely.
Yeah, it could be whether or not it actually ends up hurting the big boy.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also like the idea of it, like, just hitting him in the head and then not doing anything.
Yeah.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
Either way, I do
way.
want that to work, so I'm gonna take a positive die. Yes, I rolled an 8.
Nice.
Yay!
Thank God.
So I think, would it be funnier if Louisa just, like, double-fisted Molotov cocktails and just panicked through, like, 3 of them at the big boy?
Yep.
Yes!
Yes.
And so that's totally what she does, and, like, you know, she's aiming to be careful of Lustrum, but, she's definitely trying to get, like, the best coverage she can on the big boy.
I think Lustrum, like, manages to grab the, like, the net and, like, you know, I don't know if the big boy, like, dies because of the Molotov cocktails, right? Like,
No.
Well, we
he
won't know that
definitely
until...
No, he's just... we're just gonna fight an on-fire big boy.
Yeah, we won't know whether
Okay.
he dies or not until we get done with our outcomes.
okay. I think Lustrum gets, like, a little bit hurt, but, like, you know, like, bruises and scrapes, really.
Yeah, no big deal.
Rugged battle damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hot, and she looks good.
Yeah. Cool.
There's a cool cinematic image of her grabbing the ka-chunker, standing up and shaking her hair out of her face, and there's just the light of
Yeah.
fire against her cheekbones, and she looks so dramatic.
Thank you. I love her.
It's very
Distantly,
good.
her wife goes, "I'm so in love."
I'm so in love with my wife. That's me. That's out of character.
I'm here for you. I got you.
Do we want to do our resolution rolls?
Yeah.
Yar.
Okay.
Someone tell me how that works.
So, okay. So, what is the...
So for the ending scenes, there's no complications. but what you have to do is you have to roll your karma dice, basically. So like I have my karma pool is +3 + 2 -, so that means I roll 3d6 minus 2d6,
Right.
and then the outcome, if it's positive, then it's a positive outcome. If it's negative, then it's a negative outcome.
Okay. So, like, if I have +4 - 1, it would just be, like, 4d6 minus 1d6?
Yes. So, for the viewers at home, Dawn, Annabelle, and Louisa rolled positive outcomes, and Lupe and Lustrum rolled negative outcomes.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you fucking get!
I got a -11.
Yeah, I thought -8 was bad.
A -11.
Now, this isn't Fiasco, so it's not a matter of like how far close to 0 or far away from 0 you are. It's just a binary whether you're negative or positive. But yeah.
All right.
So I guess let's start at the top and narrate how this big boy fight ends.
Well, it does. The player with the highest total goes first when narrating finales.
Oh,
and the player
that's right.
With the second highest result, and so on. Also, because I know before when we played it, we just kind of did whatever order because there was only the 3 of us. And I think Davey got a weirdly high result.
Yeah, Davey got a very high result that time. But yeah, so that means I start.
Yes.
I start first. So, since I got a 9, that means Louisa somehow, like, seeing the big boy catch fire, Louisa keeps her cool and is like, okay, I've got this, and so she reaches into like I don't know, does she have a bandolier? She has a bandolier now. She reaches up on her bandolier and then grabs like maybe some sort of like we were talking about flash grenades, so maybe she made a flash grenade to throw behind them to throw off like some of the demons that may be rushing forward to try to help Big Boy. And she's able to stay out of the way of melee fighting that may be going on, and but still contributes positively toward the combat versus Big Boy.
Okay. Then I guess it's me. All right. So yeah, so I think Dawn like manages to get close enough to Big Boy. Fucking, I can't believe we did this to ourselves.
We did.
Like, she manages to get close enough to Big Boy that she can like sort of like, I'm not sure exactly how this works, but she manages to like snatch her contract from him and like destroy it. And so she got exactly what she wanted out of that deal, and probably stuck around to like help out with the rest of the combat, but also she got what she wanted.
So she's
and
out.
She's basically, yeah, she got what she wanted, and she's like, bye. I'll be back for my jacket, like, later.
Maybe.
Because her vice is selfish.
Like, valid.
I think that, like, the important thing for Annabelle, because, like, everything goes pretty, like, well with the big boy fight, and she's not, like, over around there, is sort of, like, she finds the guy, the guy who, like, killed all the people on her block, and she manages to get that, like, sword through the heart sort of final blow.
Nice.
And so she gets her revenge, and so she's pretty pleased about that. As far as things go.
Now it's time for some negative scenes. Sorry, a crow just flew by, laughing at me.
Terrible.
So Lupe's up on the catwalk and is trying to get another shot off. But I think part of the problem is that, you know, some demons have found her up there, and they can probably tell, just because fun demon shenanigans that, she has a taken out contract with a demon, and they can probably tell that it's, Dawn's contract that is sealed over her heart in a sort of way. And so I think the negative ending for her is that, they might try to hold her hostage in a sort of way. And just kind of going, well, you won't be able to uphold your end of the bargain, ha ha ha. And down below, Lupe can see Dawn's able to get her contract back from Big Boy, and Big Boy gets taken down, and she goes, well, my contract's been fulfilled, so as far as she's concerned, her role in all of this is done. And she just kind of goes, okay, do what you want. Dawn's gonna come and bite all of your heads off if I can't come give her payment. But so Lupe gets taken out of the battle fairly quickly. Also can't use her sniper rifle in a close combat situation when they just get all up on her. So the shots stop coming down from up top, and Dawn probably can feel that little disturbance in the force and is just I'll deal with that later. That's not important right now. I'll wait until it all dies down. But peace out.
Yeah. I think that too, just to quickly frame when Dawn comes to collect from Lupe, because that was the deal, right? That you helped me bring this down, but once that's done, you're done.
Yeah.
Right. And fucking the way that Dawn always both seals and takes back contracts is that she shows up at Lupe's place and is it's just basically is it's time.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if Lupe's at her place. She might still be held by demons for a while. But
were they I thought the whole point was that they were just holding her until the demon was taken out.
The minion demons might still try it. But the point still stands, I think.
Yeah.
That, Dawn can just Dawn's feeling mighty powerful right now, and she, could also have taken half the contracts from Big Boy once they dismantled him. And, so Dawn can, sneak in however she pleases. And just
she just, steps into Lupe's cell and is just it's time.
Yeah. I was wondering what took you so long.
And just walks forward, and in the same way that she sealed the contract in the first place, kisses her and reaches a hand into her chest and takes her heart and leaves.
Yep.
Did she die?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, she doesn't have a heart anymore, so.
So
I mean, part of their original agreement.
She gave it to Dawn. I'm kidding.
Oh, so touching. Part of the original agreement was that Big Boy was probably in the process of, if not having already thought he had killed Lupe, and Dawn came along and just said, hey, we have a mutual enemy, me enemy, a Sue enemy, and was just I'll offer you a contract. You will live for as long as it lasts, and then once I need to take my payment, then you'll go back to the way you were, which was on the floor dying. So Lupe's all right, cool. That's fine by me.
Yeah.
Okay. That's sad.
So it goes.
Make yours not sad, even though it has to be negative.
Well, I'm thinking Kales gave me a good idea, which is I think that Lestrum helps in the final battle in a pretty good way, but then I think does get captured or whatever by the other demons, and taken to the demon realm or whatever, and is maybe in the next cell over or something. And they don't really quite know what to do with her, but Lestrum's just kind of sitting there sort of put out, just man, I told Maz I'd be home for dinner.
Oh no.
And she'll probably be home for, like, you know, dinner in a couple of weeks, but, you know, maybe the implication is, like,
what if she has to make a deal to get out of there?
Would Dawn like to give her a deal?
No.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
When Dawn walks by the cage, and it's just like, I don't think we have to come up with the deal right now.
Oh, yeah, Dawn finishes with Lupe, goes next door, and just goes, hey.
And I think that's a good place to honestly end it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
right there.
Mm-hmm.
Just, hey.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
I'm here to get my jacket back.
Yeah, that's the line. And her
Oh my
mouth,
God.
like, again, her mouth and hands are just, like, covered in blood.
Oh, good. Cool.
Incredible.
Perfect. Do we want to do
Okay.
outros?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Bye, everybody.
Let's clap. All right, 1, 2,
outros.
3.
No.
I have been Kales. You can still find me on Twitter at Citadel of Swords, and you can find the podcast on Twitter and Tumblr at FTLcast.
I'm Mab. You can find me on Twitter at Little Lady Mab. I'll still be there.
I'm Han. You can find me on Twitter at Mercutios, and you can find the games that I write at gumroad.com/Mercutios.
I'm Alix. You can find me on Twitter at Kismet Nemesis.
And I've been Dora. You can find me on Twitter at HarpyDora. And that's it.
Thanks for following the leader.